All right, you guys wanted it. Back by popular demand. Right now, we are going to be reading another issue of Supernatural Thrillers. This time, Supernatural Thrillers featuring Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, which I heard that the real pronunciation is Jekyll, but that's stupid, so we're not going to say that. We're going to call him Jekyll. Adapted from The Chiller by Robert Louis Stevenson. Hold on, I gotta get my Batman on. Oh, yeah. There we go. Now I'm all ready for Halloween. At last, the serum is ready. Now I must... No! Now there is no more Henry Jekyll. There is only Mr. Hyde. He's got quite a bit of fury in his eyes. I hear good things. I hear morbidly... I mean, by good things, what I mean is, I hear morbidly terrible things about this freaking story. Specifically the novel. I hear that it's actually quite... Like, I hear that there are several rape scenes and several scenes of murder. That doesn't make me feel good about reading this. No, there's no way. There's no way they wouldn't translate that stuff to the Marvel, comics version. But I guess we'll see. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Oh my lord, what is that thing? What is it? You have read, no doubts, of the monster's sudden appearance striking fast and furious on a darkened London street and disappearing into the creeping shadows before he could be stopped. Well, I don't know, Brewster, but it just killed this man, and heavens help us, there's nothing we can do to stop him. Oh, there he is. Mr. Hyde, the terrible Mr. Hyde, which is crazy. Some of you might not know this, but Mr. Hyde is actually already a supervillain in Marvel Comics, and he pretty much works the same way. He actually looks exactly like that. He wears a green suit and he has like this crimson red hair and he looks like a crazy dude. He's sort of like the Hulk, a little like a mini Hulk. He's like super strong and he's basically evil. But yeah, and his name is just Hyde. Like Mr. Hyde, basically the same thing. He has a serum that turns him into like his shadow self, the monster. Yeah. So, but this isn't that guy, is it? Could it be? I don't know, but I don't fucking know. Probably not. Okay, Stan Lee presents, which means he did almost nothing. Ron Goulart, Win Mortimer, Gene Izzo, and Roy Thomas, editor. Always Roy Thomas. I love it, man. I love the books that came out during his reign. The beast turned, growling, and leaped from the building top to building top, eluding the pursuing bobbies. And there were none, save myself, who knew who or what this monster be, or the truth behind the murderous Mr. Hyde. Very interesting. Yes, and I knew Hyde well, better than I realized on that foggy London night when I first encountered him. Oh yes, a good night for a walk, Lanyon. No, let's not do the Cockney this time. I don't know, let's just, fuck it, we'll just do regular voices. A good night for a walk, Lanyon. What say we forget the carriage? Well, I'm always suggesting it to my patients, Utterson. Makes for good exercise, Well, I've been... Say, look out.
You're the one who should be looking out, my friend.
Ugly brute. Not too polite either. Fools, the world is cluttered with them. Is that what Hyde sounds like? I don't know.
Get out of my path, you blasted brat.
No, I didn't mean to. Holy shit, is he seriously gonna stomp that kid? He is. Look at oh my god.
All must make way for Edward Hyde. Those who don't must suffer the consequences.
No, please don't. What the heck? He's seriously gonna just beat that kid? The child's screams brought a crowd running. He is, oh my god. The first thing he's gonna do is just publicly beat this child? Here, you, stop that there. It's that rotter Hyde. He's liable to kill the poor tyke. Is he really? Would he do that? Dude, that's brutal.
Get your hands off me, blast you!
Why, you bloody monster, hitting a poor child. Jesus Christ. He did. He beat the goddamn kid. I've never liked your looks, Hyde, and now that you've struck down my little girl, yeah, go to jail. No, let's hold him for the police. Well, I'll fix you for that. Sir, allow me to pay you a... No, there. She's not seriously hurt, thank goodness. What do you mean? Is he gonna get away with it? Are you kidding me? Oh my god, guys. He's gonna get away with it. Listen to the fellow. He's willing to settle.
Yes, of course. I'd say 25 pounds will take care of the little angel.
Are you fucking kidding me? No tricks, mind you, Hyde, or I'll do some shit.
I am naturally helpless, sir. I can do your bidding.
Hyde led us to the cellar door of an ugly house nearby.
If you kind gentlemen will wait a moment.
Don't try to skip, Hyde, or we'll find you and string you up before you could plead a word of protest. You idiots! You stupid, ridiculous idiots! Moments later, the brute returned with a check.
Here you are, sir. I trust this settles the fact that I beat your child, that I beat your little girl with a cane, that I made her scream as I pounded her.
Oh my gosh. Are you guys serious? He's the worst father. Worst father, dude. He's like, listen, you beat my little girl half to death, but do you have a check? Can you cut me a check? My god. Wait. It's signed by Dr. Henry Jekyll. It's a forgery.
Let me see that. I'm Jekyll's attorney. I don't understand this, but the signature is genuine. Ah, now that your minds are at rest, my friends, Edward Hyde bids you one and all a fond good night.
He's not so bad. Not as bad as the father who's willing to take a cash bribe to forget that his daughter's been beaten. Well, I wonder what that was all about, Lanyon. Well, Jekyll does live near here, perhaps. No, Jekyll is a kind, decent man. He'd have no reason to pay the debts of a scoundrel like Hyde. Well, I'll leave you to speculate. For me, it's time to return home. What? Oh my god. How much is that? 25 pounds. In Victorian times. I wonder how much that is. Puzzled, I walked home alone. I mean, how much? I don't know, guys. How much would you pay to beat up a little girl? How much would you pay, like, if there was a little girl store and you could go and pay a certain amount of money to, like, beat them? How much? What would you pay for that? Probably zero? Zero because you're a decent person? Yeah. Likewise. 25 pounds, though, I gotta admit, he's got a deal. He got a deal on that one. Henry Jekyll is my friend as well as my client. I'd better have a talk with him. If he's in trouble, perhaps I could help. I hastened to the charity hospital in which my friend worked part of his time. Perhaps we'll have a simple explanation for all of this. Oh, it's simple. They're the same person. Henry, I'd like a word with you. Yes, of course, Utterson. I'll be right with you. I spoke quietly for a few minutes, my voice hushed in muted whispers as I recounted the evil scene I had witnessed. And why do you pay this monster's bills? Well, I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can tell you now, but I'm happy you've come, Utterson. I wish to change my will, to leave everything to Edward Hyde. Everything to Hyde? You can't be serious. Please, don't question me, my friend. I am quite serious. And you can rest assured that Hyde will cause no more trouble. Evil. Evil shit's going down. But 2 nights later, Edward Hyde was again roaming London, unminding of the sinister gales that blew about him. Flowers, sir. Violets for your lady.
Flowers, is it? Yes, I'll take them all, Granny.
Oh, come on. Are you serious? What are you gonna club a granny for? What does she have? What does she have? Hyde, come on. You're making us look bad, dude. You're making us all look bad. Oh, here now. What's going on? Stop. Stop beating the old woman. She has no money. She has nothing of value.
A madman, am I? Well, here's something to remember this madman by. And now, dear Granny, I must be off. For the moment, however, I have other things to do.
Yes. Yes, Mr. Hyde. Well, if the goal of this comic is to make me hate Mr. Hyde, it's like mission accomplished, dude. First he beats a little girl, then he beats an old lady, and seemingly randomly, these people haven't done anything to him. He has no relationship. They're complete strangers. He just likes to beat people. He's very passionate about beating people. The next morning, I read of the terrible incident. What is this? Brutal assault in the park? They don't mention the brute's name, but it must be Hyde. It can be no one else. Yeah, it has to be. What? How many other people are running around beating others? Like, all right. I knew what I had to do, and so that evening I called at Dr. Jekyll's home. Oh, I've got to tell me about Hyde and his connection with him. Good evening, Poole. Is the doctor in?
Well, he's rather under the weather today, sir. But I'm sure he'll see you.
Henry, we must talk about Edward Hyde.
Hyde? Why, come again to me about that fellow.
Because you're involved with him in some way. And he beat a grandmother. So, that's bad. The man is vicious. He's a criminal. Last night, yes.
Yes, I know about last night. I assure you, Utterson, it won't happen again.
You're keeping something back. What is it, Henry?
Yes. Listen, I've told no one of this. The double life is mine. Ever since my earliest days, I've been fascinated with the impulse towards good and evil in man. Fascinated, perhaps, because in myself, I felt the two impulses, always at war. In medical school, I was a good student, bright, attentive, and dull. But there was another me, a man who craved the underside of life, the evil side.
What is that? Just getting drunk and hooking up with hookers? Yeah, that's probably not the best thing to do.
As the years passed, I did my good work and tried to forget the other self, but I could not. Then I began to work on the idea of separating the two sides of good and evil.
How? How are you going to do that? And I don't think you would do it with a potion, sir. I believe that you would do that with some kind of psychological technique.
Using certain rare drugs and chemicals, I devised a potion that would allow me to become two separate people. And now at last it's ready. Now new doors will open. Without hesitation, I drank the foul-tasting potion. Then a moment later, racking pains filled me.
Ugh, my bones, they feel like they're grinding together. Pain, pounding, horrible pain.
I fell to the floor, and disordered images raced frenziedly through my head. Oh, delightful images, evil images, grotesque images. Then I awakened.
I feel different. I have changed. I feel new and strange, but how? How?
Oh, and you also gave yourself an ugly pig face. That's it. Yep, yeah, your fucking ugly pig face.
The monstrous face loomed at me, but it was not the face of Henry Jekyll. Rather, it was Mr. Edward Hyde.
So, this hideous form is what my evil side is like.
Hideous? You're basically just a chubby dude, man. That's fucked up. This hideous overweight form. Oh, God.
Oh, it's fascinating but monstrous. I've got to change back at once.
Quickly, I mixed the antidote and drank.
And prayed I would not remain this way much longer. Again, my body was tormented. The pain. But it worked. I myself again. I must stay this way. That night I was at the crossroads. I realized this Edward Hyde I had released was pure evil. There was no place for him among men, and yet my life, with all the good I did, was dull and dreary. And so I decided that I would go out to club little girls and old women, because I was bored and dull. And so I drank again of the cup to assume once more the cloak of Edward Hyde, and to prowl again the dark streets of London. I must admit, at first I enjoyed it all. You see, I was completely safe. I could do anything I desired.
Another round for all the friends of Edward Hyde.
Does he have friends? Do you have friends? Can you have friends when you're a raging lunatic? I don't make friends with raging lunatics. I don't make friends with anybody, which is why I'm out here in the middle of the night reading comics. Things I'd only dreamed of. Things I hadn't done since my student days.
My calling card, sir.
And no blame would fall on Henry Jekyll. The guilt would be Hyde's. But Hyde grew stronger and more violent. Oh, there's the little girl he beat, until I could no longer control him. Now he does things I never wished to do, but I can't stop him. He's the master now.
You're a strong man, Henry. You must end all of this. Now.
Yes, you're right, of course. I'm so weary of everything. But Hyde must die.
But the next evening, the monster still yet lives. London, what's for Hyde this night? And I shall do my best to see it suffer.
Why? And he has canines. That's a good detail. That makes him at least slightly monstrous. I mean, fucking... Doesn't it mean that, like... Because, like, don't people with canines have, like, a more... I don't know... Like, a deeper ancestry with... I don't know. I'm not gonna talk shit. What the fuck do I know about genetics? Do I have canines? I don't even know. I don't know. I never bothered to check.
You there! I wish a ride.
Sorry, but I'm waiting for Sir Danvers Carew.
You need wait no longer, driver. I am here. Now please step aside, sir. Oh, the whole world steps aside for you. They all do, of course. All except Edward Hyde. It's you who must make way for me, dear fool Danvers.
Don't! You can't do that. You can't.
Ah, but I did, coachman, and now you're free to take me.
Lore, what have you done? Oh, that's a good one, Lore. Whenever you're surprised. Lore, what have you done? He's dead. You've gone and killed him.
The fool shouldn't have gotten in my way.
Oh, the killer. You know his name. Oh, he said his name is Edward Hyde, he did. Oh, Hyde? Oh, I know him. He lives nearby. Well, let's hurry there at once. Hyde's flat, but it looks like he's flown. We'll find him, but when we do, go easy, boys. He's quite mad, you know. Oh, look at these strugs. What's he been doing? Oh, look here. It's him. Outside the window. Oh, there he is. That's creepy. Halt! Come back here, Hyde. Blimey, he climbs like a bloomin' ape. Consider yourselves lucky that you'll not catch Edward Hyde today, my friends, or you'll have to suffer the consequences. Okay, that is the cool thing about Hyde, is that he's like super strong and he can like climb stuff. He's like Spider-Man. The next morning I was stunned by what I read in the paper. Good Lord, he's committed another murder. Murder, murder, murder. Jekyll had broken his promise to me. Perhaps he can't help himself, but I must see if I can help him. Pull. Is Dr. Jekyll in? Oh, upstairs, sir, but I fear he's too ill. I must talk to him. Henry, I've seen the papers. Well, I'm sick. I can't see you. Henry, a man has been brutally killed. Everything will be all right. Come back tomorrow and we'll discuss it all, please. Very well, Henry.
For friendship's sake. I will allow you 24 hours. Then I must go to the authorities. Not the authorities, anything but that. When I returned home, I found a much agitated Dr. Lanyon waiting for me.
The most incredible thing has happened. I've had a visit from that rogue Hyde. It was late last night when the brute pounded upon my door. It's you, here, now?
Dr. Jekyll sends me. It's urgent.
So says Dr. Jekyll. Says I'm to go to his house and obtain certain drugs for you. But I don't see...
If you're his friend, you'll ask no questions, Dr. Lanyon.
Perplexed, I fetched the drugs. Here, but still, don't understand why you need them.
Give them to me, man. Now, I must have a place to work.
Well, you can use this room, Hyde. Anything else you demand? And he worked there for hours, muttering, cursing.
Thank you for your hospitality, Doctor.
Now, would you mind telling me? What is this all about, Hyde? Blast it, man, I'm talking to you.
Oh, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. What am I to do?
What? What is he to do? What are you trying to do?
Well, then he came to you because he's being hunted. He can't go home to either home. The poor devil, obviously the potion no longer works.
Utterson, you make no more sense than Hyde.
Hyde seems to have taken over. We've got to get to Jekyll's house at once.
Would you mind explaining it to me? Come on, let the guy know. He's fucking dying of suspense. So am I, by the way.
Not now.
All I can tell you is that Henry Jekyll is in grave danger. Pull. This time I absolutely must see him.
Oh, sir. He's locked in his study, acting most strange.
I should have realized I was wrong when I was here before.
Henry, it's Utterson. Let me in. There must be something we can do. Henry, I've got to see you at once. Go away. Go away.
But when Lanyon's help, we broke down the door.
Well, that's not Jekyll. That's the brute Hyde.
My friend, let me help you.
Utterson, I can't control him any longer. Oh.
One moment he seemed in control of himself, and then... Enough of that, dear Dr. Edward Hyde. Has no complaints.
You must stay here. The police.
Back off, you two.
Put that down. No.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll make my departure.
Again? Out the window? Just like the Invisible Man, dude. It tears people up. Don't you get it? It's literal like razors. It's... Whatever. It's fine. Henry, wait. Let me help you.
Edward Hyde needs no help.
This is becoming like a crescendo, like a climax. It's very emotional too. I'm very much into it. Are you guys? Are you guys digging this? I am.
Come on, Lanyon. We can catch him on the roof.
I still don't understand. Who is this fellow Hyde? Henry, you must come back.
Save your breath, fool. Henry Jekyll is no more. From now on, I run the show. Edward Hyde's time has come.
Fearful for my friend, I followed as best I could.
Oh, so much for that idiot Utterson.
Hyde had incredible strength and speed. He soon outdistanced me, but he ran right into the path of the police. Oh, look there, it's Hyde. Quick, grab him. Stop, Hyde. We want you. You won't get away this time. Once again, he took to the rooftops.
Ah, you ruddy fools. Let's see if you can follow me now. No, only Edward Hyde can. Climb so well. What? Slipped?
No, I'm falling. Is that gonna be it? Is this how he goes? Is he?
Let me through.
Whoa, after that fall, of course he's done for. I'm afraid, sir, he's...
Yes, he's dead.
Wait, look. There's something strange happening. He's changing. What?
Oh, in death he returned back to his true form. The form of Dr. Jekyll. In the end, good wins out. Boy, this isn't Hyde at all, is it? It's a good man, officer. Just a good, decent man who somehow didn't belong. Utterson, what's happened, man? What? It was 2 souls that died tonight, my friend. 2 souls. But only one of them was a man. The end. Oh my god, that was good. I'm happy I saved this one for last. That was like, mwah. That was good. It was like, I really felt for him. I really felt like Jekyll, and he had his dark side, and he was like really wrestling with it. And it was such a poetic death. Such an egomaniacal monster completely murdered by something as simple as slipping and falling. I think that resonates quite well. And the theme of the thing actually follows through from beginning to end. Also, it's ridiculous that he was out there clubbing little girls and old ladies, but forget it, you know, it was a good story, you know, and he died. And how poetically, when he dies, he reverts his transformation back to Jekyll, you know. That's powerful imagery right there. But yeah, this is a good one. This was a really good one. I hope you guys liked it, because I loved it. That was great. I really felt something for this one. But anyway, that's it for this comic. Oh wait, hold on. Wait, yeah? Yes. This will be this will be number 4, and that'll be all 4 issues of the Supernatural Thriller series. But the next video is going to be something really, really special. I was leading up to it. Should I tell you guys? I'll tell you this. It's a scary story, and it happens to be an Atlas comic. So I'll tell you that. So stay tuned for that. You guys are not going to want to miss it. It's going to be a blast. But until then, that's it for this comic book. If you liked reading this comic with me and you want to read more comics with me, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, nerds, stay heroic.